spreads, totals, props. Lots of ways to win money, but also lots of ways to lose. It's time for some sharp analysis. All sports, all over the globe, all the time. Home of the Guess Better jackpot, it's CorBET. Here is your host, Dylan Corbett. All right, welcome in. This is the Friday edition of CorBET. We're welcoming back the Guess Better segment, so we're excited for that. First things first, a 2-1 day for Matthew Ice. I went 2-2, but then I added some plays and officially went 3-5, so that was off the air. Snapped my 3-day streak, but I still like how I'm seeing the board. I like how our Guess Better seeing the board as well. First of all, Eric, welcome to CorBET. We appreciate your time. And what was it, college where we got into sports betting, or was it after for you?
It's mostly just when it became legal in Illinois. So when I
Sure.
started, yeah. And then, I always followed lines growing up, watching sports. It's always just interested me. And then, yeah, as soon as it became legal in Illinois, next thing you know, I'm chucking bets on Korean baseball.
Yeah, that was right when it launched too, was the pandemic. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Minnesota's still well behind, I believe, due to tribal conflicts, but that's why we still have our good old friends, Guy Jeter, right? Okay, let's get into some action. I'll kick things off early. Get it? Soccer, right? A little pun intended there. I like the under in Bayern and MGB under 3.5. Get a little plus money there. Bayern's pretty secure at the top of the table. MGB needs to really get it going here to try and get the UCL spot there at the top of the table. So I wonder if this might be a draw. If not, it'll keep it under 3.5. Maybe a 2-1 game for Bayern. Maybe it's a 1-1 draw. We'll see. So I like to keep it under. Let's go to college hoops. And first, with our Guess Better, you've got one college hoops play and a 3-play card for you overall.
Yeah, so I'm starting off with the under on the Purdue-Michigan State game. So it opened up at 143.5. That's when I took it last night. I saw this morning it was down to over under 141.5. So looks like I made the move there. And I just like Purdue's size. Feel like it'll just kind of disrupt Izzo's flow of the game, and then it'll just kind of cause a low-scoring game and hopefully be under 143.
Yeah, sure. That's the top 25 battle, probably the game of the night in college hoops. Matt's looking at the Summit League, right? So we've got a little 3U hammer as he looks to continue to annihilate college hoops.
Yes, going to the Summit League down to good old Oklahoma, but I have Oral Roberts -10 against North Dakota. North Dakota is woeful to say the least, but here we have Oral Roberts makes 12 threes a game compared to 6 for North Dakota, so that's double the amount. They shoot 37% from 3 compared to 28. They shoot 78% from the free throw line compared to 66. They out-rebound them by 7 per game. Everything I like is in the favor of Oral Roberts and pretty significantly. So I think this -10 line is too short. I think it could get ugly here. It is the one thing to consider is it's a battle of the paces. North Dakota likes to slow it down. Oral Roberts plays faster than anyone in the country, but I think they have their way and they control it.
And you learn something new every day. I didn't realize Oral Roberts was in Texas or Oklahoma, I guess is what you said. So that's not an insignificant travel trip, right, for North Dakota. So I like that play a lot. One play for me, I told you it was the most bizarre line movement I had seen, where it was almost 8 points, and it was the non-public side in the Dayton game, or maybe it was the Davidson game. It was one of the two in the a couple days ago. I like the same thing. It was the Davidson game against Duquesne. It was under 138, and they scored barely 100 points. So I'm going in and on this Davidson game again. Line movement this time just 2 points, but with 29% of the bets. So I like the late game tonight on ESPN2, Davidson Dayton to stay under 127.5. Don't watch it. It's going to be a disgusting game. Just follow along and hope we cash that under. All right, to the NBA. Rick, are you a big NBA guy? I see you're looking to a couple of plays here to finish out your card.
Yeah, I've always kind of just followed through. I'm a Bulls fan, so it's been a little tough.
Oh,
but coming off the Bulls, my first play is going to be with the Knicks because they got Coach Tibbs. He's kind of been heating them up so far right now. I saw he just signed Taj Gibson, so he just can't stay away from that old Bulls roster.
Bringing everyone there.
But yeah, I took the Knicks -2.5 we'll see how that goes. I never thought I'd be saying I'm putting money on the Knicks.
They're 5-3 so far. It's been surprising.
Yeah. And I also, yeah, my other bet was just what was it? It was
I got
the
it here.
over on the Suns and Pistons game. So
Yeah.
over 216.5. And yeah, I just feel like the Suns will kind of just do a majority of that. And I know the Pistons have the third most points scored against them in the East. So
Yeah, they're terrible.
hopefully this, yeah. So good versus bad.
My short stint as a Pistons fan finally over. I'm released from the shackles. I'm keeping an eye on that game as well. I do like the Suns to roll, and I think that could be, yeah, Pistons, they give up. They're one of the worst teams. I mean, that if you see that lineup coming out there, and Killian Hayes just got injured too, so I like that play a lot. My last one, I'm liking an under as well. Brooklyn and Memphis, or excuse me, you were going over there, sorry, but Brooklyn and Memphis under 218.5. Nets are without Kyrie Irving, who is going to be listed out for personal. I don't know what's going on there. That is the second straight game that he will be missing. KD is still quarantining. And then you've got some line movement here. So I like that one to go under. You've got the over in Pistons Suns. I'm keeping an eye on that Suns line. I might play it later because the Suns are one of the they're in the top of the Western Conference. It's been shocking. The 3U hammer on Oral Roberts for Matthew Ice, and then a little afternoon soccer. I like to stay under. Eric, thanks for your time, and we look forward to seeing you for day 2.
Sweet.